Hello guys, welcome to my channel Smarter Quotidian with 𝐬𝐿. So in the earlier videos, as we have already discussed the introduction to HTML, so here I am with the next set of video for you all. So let's just brush up what we have done in the last videos. So we have done HTML. What is it? It's a hypertext markup language that is used to create the web pages. Okay. And we have different kinds of tags, opening and closing tags, and we can just give interactive, creative, and very innovative look to the web page with the help of tags and their effects. Okay. Nested tags is one tag within another tag, like a nest. Okay, so we can give a lot of tags inside a tag so that we can create different kind of text or different kind of images or their borders, or with creative text and alternate text as well as everything in this. Okay, so this is basic the structure of a web page, as we have already done with an example also. If you have any sort of problem with all this, so because I'm running very fast in this, you can just go through the other two videos that I've already posted so that you can clear your doubts. And otherwise also, if you still have any doubt, you can comment me, you can direct message me. You have all my contact details, so you can just get through and reach out to me. Okay, so these are basically whatever we have done in the last two videos. So I've already done this and I've already shown you with the practical examples of how we are doing this. Okay. So this was the last topic that we had discussed in the video, that was lists. So today we are starting with forms. Okay. So everybody of you might be aware that what is a form. It is basically a document in which we have different kind of fields and we have to enter information or data on those fields, and we need to submit it so that to whoever we are wishing or to whomever we are considering this. So the collection of personal information goes to that particular person or that particular company to whom we are addressing to. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that all of you have might filled forms manually or automated in computers, but you might have filled forms, so you are aware of the word forms, right? Okay, so basically we have forms in HTML also, so that we can create, text boxes. We have radio buttons, we have check boxes, we have drop down menus, and much more. So coming to text boxes, what is a text box? It is basically a blank field where you need to write something, right? So how, like supposedly, for example, we take name. So you have a blank field besides the tag name. So you need to fill your name in that text field. Okay, so this is text box. Radio buttons are circular brackets, circular buttons. Okay, so whatever options you are choosing, you need to put the radio button, click against that option so that it gets highlighted, and a pinpoint dot covers the radio button so that the person whom you're addressing to or sending the form recognizes that the field that you have ticked is highlighted with the help of a radio button. Same goes for check boxes. These are basically boxes, square boxes, and you can just tick them. So the difference between radio buttons and check boxes is that in radio buttons only you can choose one option out of the many or two or whatever options are available. But in check boxes, you can select many options out of the options provided to you. Okay, for example, like if we go for a gender part, okay, so you need to select only one. Either you are a male or you are a female or a custom custom gender, right? So you have to select only one. So this is done with the help of a radio button. But supposedly, if you are field comes as a educational qualifications. So you can pretty tick on number of check boxes like graduation, post graduation, computer course, yoga course, and what else. Okay, so these are basically check boxes used for. And then drop down menus. We have a menu. Whenever we click on that menu, we have a list that comes as a drop down list. So this is basically a drop down menu which has options inside a menu. Okay, we'll show this with an example, don't worry at all. Okay, so this is a basic example of a form. First name and the text field is there. So in that text field, you will fill your first name. In the text field across last name is where you will be writing your last name or your surname. So this is a text box. Now comes the drop down menu. These are supposedly we've given example of type of shirt. So it can be sleeveless. Okay, understood. Now comes radio buttons. As I've already told you that you need to select only one out of the all options. So you can just click on whatever size you have. So you will be having only one size, right? Either large or medium or small. And for check boxes, you can select as many colors as you want as filters. So maybe you require red also, black also, navy also. You can just tick all. Okay. Then comes the text area. This is the area where you can fill a lot of text, a lot of information can be entered. So now maybe a question arises that what is the difference between a text box and a text area? As the name suggests, a box is a little part and area is a larger part. Okay, so the information entered in both can be differed in just size. Otherwise, the work remains the same. Okay, and buy now and reset are the buttons. So with help of these buttons, you can either submit your form or you can reset whatever you have entered and fill a new form. Okay, easy. So let's just see with an example. I've already made one program in HTML. I've written that code. So I will explain you with that code also, and we can just practically see and run the program as how it looks like on a web page. Okay, so let's do it. Just a second. We'll open Notepad and we'll open this form. Okay, so let's just see this. I hope it's visible to you all. So we'll start with HTML. This is the basic structure of a web page. HTML, head and title. So title, we have given it as a registration page. Okay, and we've closed the title tag and the head of the HTML page. Now we enter the body. Okay, so body is a place where we enter all the information that we want to see on the web page. Okay, so repeatedly I am telling you so that you just don't have to remember it, because it will be just automatically saved in your mind that body is a place where we are entering the information that we would like to see on a web page, right? So BG color, as I have already told you, BG color is a background color of your web page. Okay, and whatever color you are giving, you need to give in those double quotes. Okay, so this is basically we are giving as light blue. So the web page background would appear as light blue. Then BR, I've already told you, it's break line, means you're starting with a new line or a next line, and the tag for next line is BR. Fine. So BR means we are giving 2 lines gap from the title part, and then we are starting with our form, so that there's a little difference, there is a little size gap, so that you can understand and the form looks creative and the form looks clean. Okay, that's why we give spaces and next lines. Okay, so let's start with form. Form comes with a form tag only, so there is no confusion. Label. I've already told you what is a label. It was in my first video that label gives the information of that particular option or object that we are referring to. Okay, as in the case of labels that we have on whenever we go for shopping for clothes or something like this. So we always look for label. So this is basically label like a price tag, the size tag, and the name of the company or brand. So basically label contains all of these information. So just like that, we have label in HTML also. So label is the first name. Okay, so you know that you have to enter your first name in that registration form. Fine. Next comes, you need to enter your text for the first name. So you will input type means what type of input you are giving? Text. So that would be in double quotes. Okay. Input type means input is input means putting inside, right? And what you are putting inside should be in the form of text. Okay. And name should be first name of your person. Okay. Size you can specify that it should be of size 15. And then again you're giving break line of two parts, that is the next line should be in the after the two lines. Okay, so that the form is clean and the form is easily visible and easily in a readable format. Then another label, middle name, label closed, input type text, same as it is, and you should specify the size as same so that it doesn't look odd. Okay, then label. Then we come to course. Suppose registration form for the admission we are providing. So you need to give the students or the person who is filling the registration form different type of admissions for the courses that you're providing in your college. Okay. So this is basically another label, that is course. Okay. And then label is closed. Now, because you have to select option from one of the courses which you need to pursue in that college, you have to specify a select tag. Okay, and what would be select tag would give? Option value. Value would be course, and then option. Because the option tag is open, so it needs to be closed also. Then again, you're giving BCA, you're giving BBA, you're giving BTech, MBA, MCA, MTech, and then just close the select tag. When it has opened here, so it needs to be closed. So this is the place, this is the whole thing that is inside the select piece. This means that out of all these, you need to select your option and then provide to the registration form. Then again 2 lines break. Then again comes to the label. Okay. Now label we are providing with gender. Okay. So gender would come in the radio button. Okay. So input type would be radio. Name would be male. And then just specify the name here. Okay. Then input type radio, female and other. And just give a 2-line break. Fine. Then we come to label again and you need to enter your phone number. Okay, so just input type text, your country code. The value is always 91 because we are giving it to the Indian students only, and just give the text. This is just optional for you. Okay, and just input type text, your phone number, size, and then just give addresses. The same thing. Now comes the text area, because the address is a bigger information, and for this you need a text area and not a text box. Okay, so this is, what is this? This is columns and rows. means 80 columns and 5 rows, because you need to create a larger box that is of 80 columns and 5 rows, and the value to be entered is address. Okay, and the text area is closed. Then 2-line break. Then we come to email. Give your email. So email type would be email only. Email. And then 2-line break. Password. Input type would be password. And just give your password. 2 lines break again. And you need to retype your password also. So just give this. Okay. Now we have the option of submit button. That is, input type should be button and the value that has to be printed on that button should be submit. Okay. Now the form is complete. So you need to close the form. Okay. And then you just need to close the body and close the HTML. Okay. So understood? Now we save this. You can just save this as form.html with an extension HTML and just save it. Okay, done. So let's just see how the output looks like. This is form. You can just open it and look how is it. Background color we have given light blue. So this is light blue color. This is the first name. The text field you can just give